Hi. I thought I would tell you a little bit about some of my work history. I've been putting all these different videos up, and I'll continue doing so. But um, uh, for me, I've had a lot of different jobs throughout the years. I started working as a lifeguard when I was 15, and at one point was supervising up to 50 lifeguards and 17 different pools in New York, part of New York and New Jersey. That was when I was 19 years old. I've got a bachelor's degree in English from Trenton State College, which is now called the College of New Jersey. And I got my master's degree in counseling from South Dakota State University. Throughout the years, different positions I've held. I actually worked for a Fortune 500 company for a while. Initially, did international sales and marketing, which I love doing. That was a lot of fun. And then moved to outside sales, and I did that when I moved to Rapid City, South Dakota. And did that for a little while, but traveling was a bit much. Had changed jobs, and then eventually ended up taking a part-time job that I fell in love with, which was working with people with disabilities. And it didn't pay much, but at the time I was working on my master's degree and decided it was something that I loved doing, and pursued it, turned it into a full-time job, worked as a case manager, and then eventually ended up running a brain injury program, outpatient brain injury rehab program. I did that for 15 years, a job I thoroughly loved. Um, and somewhere in the mix of that, I also was elected to public office. I was on city council in Rapid City for a couple of years. Um, and I enjoyed politics. Not the politics of politics, but actually getting things done. That part I enjoyed, and managed to get several ordinances passed in my 2-year term. Uh, After I got off council, I started writing columns for the Rapid City Journal, the local newspaper. They were political columns, and one of which ended up made a council member angry, and he went after my job. That was interesting. And then 6 weeks later, without notice, I was unemployed. So that was kind of a unique experience, but that's the short end of it. There was a lot more into that than it sounds. Um, Made a transition to real estate because I wanted to be in a position where no one could ever touch me, like as far as with politics. And I dove in, got my real estate license inside of 2 weeks. And so I've been working in real estate since 2017. Now, one of the things that I look at that when I look at my work history, which is pretty varied, at the same time, the things that I love are helping people. And that's probably the one thing I've done the most of. And that's one of the things I look at with real estate is I'm helping people find a home. Now, there's always the first time buyers, and that's understandable because yeah, it seems very simple. You're helping somebody get a home. But what about investors? Well, investors, I am helping them with their financial future. And it's been nice being able to have people that I've worked with over the years. One say, "Hey, we always wanted to have our house paid off," and because they moved and made money each time, they were able to get their house paid off. Other people, it was retirement and money to help set up their kids, and so to me, and that's part of what you do. Now, the other part that is really important to me is writing. That's something I've done on the side. And aside from the columns, writing columns for the newspaper, which is not actually my favorite writing. I've written screenplays, feature-length screenplays, mostly romantic comedies. I've written over 1,000 poems, and I'm currently working on a self-help book. And that which I'm hoping to have a rough draft done within before spring. So, but to me, I think for everybody is trying to find out what you enjoy doing, what's important to you. And for me, I've always liked, I've liked jobs that are challenging, that are different, and positions where basically I'm able to help people. And that to me, that's one of the passions I have. And so anyway, that's just a little bit of my background, a very, very, very small piece of it. And hope you're having a great day. But think about what your passions are. Again, what is it that you do? What you love to do? And if you're not doing it, why aren't you doing it? And try and figure that out. So anyway, have a great day.